Okay, and so finally we're going to look at the same problem, approximating this function x cubed minus 2x on the same interval from 0 to 2, except this time we're going to use an arbitrary number of rectangles, and we're going to let the number of rectangles approach infinity after we've done all of our cleaning up of this expression. Remember, this is the formula that we have to approximate the areas. And also we're going to make use of those earlier summation formulas now. We're going to kind of put all of these pieces together. So to begin with, let's go ahead and substitute in to our expression here what we know. So we have b minus a is 2 over n, so we get 2 over n times the sum from 1 to n of f of 0, because a is 0, plus 2I over n. So this is just going to be f of 2I over n, again because 0 plus one of those widths. Now we can actually evaluate this because we have this function, so we can substitute 2I over n into this function, and when we do that, what we're left with is 2 over n times the sum from 1 to n of 2I over n cubed, actually minus 2 times 2I over n. We can rewrite those. We get 2 over n, and if you see, the only thing that's going to matter is that I, and we'll have I cubed. 2 cubed is 8 and n cubed, so we'll have times 8 over n cubed, and we'll just have this sum of I cubed plus, and we're gonna also have a 2 over n plus the sum of this guy. We can factor out the 2. And again, the only thing that's going to be important in the sum is this little I here. So we can factor out the 2 over n as well, and we have the sum of I equals 1 to n of I here. Finally, we're going to go ahead and use our formulas here to substitute for these summations that we know. So if we rewrite this now, I'll clean this up. So 2 times 8 is 16, and n times n to the third is n to the fourth. So we have 16 over n to the fourth times I cubed, which is the same as n to the fourth over 4 plus n squared over 2 plus n over 4. Plus 2 times 2 times 2 is 8 over n squared times, and now the sum of I, here we go, n squared over 2 plus n over 2. And if we multiply these guys out, we get the n to the fourth and the n to the fourth cancel here, and 16 over 4 is 4, plus n to the fourth and n squared would give me 8 over n squared, plus 4 over n cubed, plus 8 over 2, that's 4, plus n and n squared, that's going to be 8 over n. Finally, we use that metaphysical argument as this and this guy, and this guy. As n gets bigger and bigger and bigger, these things might as well be 0. And we're left with 4 plus 4. So we'll say that area under that curve on this interval is 16.